It is Friday, July 8th, and we're on our way to Universal Studios.
So we got the ticket passes that were for the 2 parks in one day, and only this way could we get onto the Hogwarts Express train ride. So there was strategy to that, but we had to find parking first.
$27, that's more than Disney.
Right? And their parking is multi-level. So we're on the Spider-Man level, and we have to walk on this walkway to get to the parks. The parks are equivalent to 2. One is the old Universal Studios park, and the other is Islands of Adventure.
Yep. And so this is just a gift shop just outside the walkway, the parking garage. But we're going to enter, what is it called, the City Walk?
The City Walk. So it's, again, lots of walking movators, lots of bridges over to the actual Twin Parks.
So this is this security or just entering?
This is security. They screen your bags. It's like an airport. They actually put your bags and items onto a conveyor belt.
And so this is City Walk. There was a movie theater there.
Yep. So I got confused already here, but there's also already several new places that weren't here before.
They have Starbucks.
And they also have Cinnabon and Panda Express. So those are new things that I haven't seen since I've been here. I think the last time we were here was 2016.
Yep. And so there's pizza, Red Oven Pizza Bakery. Lots of cool things here.
Yep. So this one is a lot of just restaurants, takeout places. And we are headed first to
Universal Studios.
And that is where the newer part of the Star Wars theme park is located.
There's wrestling shirts.
Yep. Lots of vendors this way. And I feel like I actually don't walk this way first. Usually when I enter the park, I go to Islands of Adventure.
Yep. And so this is the entrance to Universal Studios. There's the big globe.
Right.
The famous globe. And then we posed in front of the globe. It turns, so we're trying to get it so it says Universal.
Correct. And again, the main entry point here.
Was this the original? I don't remember. Did they change it at all?
Like the original in terms of Florida versus...
How it looks, the Universal
No, I think
entrance.
That's the original. But the original one, I think, is the one in California.
Oh, I mean the original for...
Yeah, I think it's the same one.
Okay.
But I feel like I really don't walk into here as much as I do for the other one, the Islands of Adventure. So to me, too, it's newish again. First up is all these stores that's related to souvenirs
Despicable Me.
Universal. Yeah, the Despicable Me ride is here. The wait time already this time was 65 minutes, so we bypassed that. And Nick and Tristan first went to the roller coaster ride.
It's called the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket.
And it's a vertical climb up, as you can see, with these spirals around it.
And the cool thing about this was we got to choose a song. And so each seat had a selection, so you can choose a different genre. So I chose, actually the song I chose was from the Beastie Boys.
That's cool.
Sabotage.
How many different types of music are there?
There's like country, rock, alternative, hip-hop. And then from each genre you can choose the specific song, and it plays while
it goes. And there's a vertical climb again, and then it will have a free drop. And was it a long-ish enough ride?
Yeah, it was good.
It did wrap all the way up to the Jimmy Fallon ride over a few blocks down.
Yeah.
So it's very long. Has lots of loops.
Yeah. And so the 2 roller coasters for the whole trip was this one and then the Hulk ride we ended up doing.
So part of this was they couldn't bring any cell phones on.
No, we couldn't.
So I had to carry all that stuff with me.
There were metal detectors. So this one is the Jimmy Fallon Race Through New York ride.
Yep, it was cool. It's theater.
It's not 3D. It's just regular. But we were in a seat with a screen, and then it moves us around.
Oh, I thought it was 3D
was
with
it
the
3D?
glasses.
Actually, maybe it was 3D.
But yeah, you sit on a theater-type seating, and then the chairs move.
But it was a fun one. A lot of the ones here are
interactive,
in a seat and moving. We're not actually moving like a coaster.
Right.
And inside this ride, there's a lot of
mementos from the late night show.
Yes.
In New York, all the different hostess.
Going through the history.
Yeah. Also featured, but mainly it's Jimmy Fallon right now, who is the current host.
Yeah.
So it's his show. I didn't realize that this ride existed actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't here last time. Yeah.
It's probably new.
The newest ride last time I went was the Mummy ride, and that one's actually off.
Yeah, it was closed. So 2014 to present is Jimmy Fallon. And then it shows there Jimmy Fallon, Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno, Johnny Carson, and then two other guys. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the oldest ones.
Johnny Carson was the one that I knew from when it started.
And so we look like we're going into the studio. And I wonder if this is how people actually wait before they get on the studio. They kind of just mill around in some sort of lobby. We were given these tickets, colored tickets, and then they would call people based on the color of your tickets to go into the theater. But this is a sort of a lobby, a waiting area before we actually enter.
And then when we entered, there was like a little stand-up routine that Jimmy Fallon did, and it showed an applause sign for us to clap.
Yeah.
And so it was like we were a studio audience.
But when we were sitting on these theater chairs, we actually also had to wear a seatbelt because it jostles you around still.
Yes.
So here we're just waiting for the theater doors to open.
And the thing about this was there were no cameras inside, so I couldn't take any footage of it. But this is
no
the
spoilers.
gift shop.
Again, most of these rides, they end and they empty into the adjoining gift shop, which, makes you want to buy souvenirs.
So the next ride is the Transformers The Ride 3D.
And this was about a 50-minute wait, which I didn't think was too bad. But I think our tolerance for wait lines have increased, really.
They do show a lot of interactive holograms and screens and mementos. And
it goes through the storyline again with the nest situation from the Transformers movie.
Yes. We see Optimus Prime talking to us and just telling us to get ready to...
And these rides are now like in a seat bucket sort of car scenario. It's good for a family of 6.
And this is 3D glasses as well.
Yeah.
And again, no photography, so we're in the gift shop again.
But
just after the ride.
Able to bypass this not buying anything.
Yeah, because that was a cool shirt there, the Decepticon one.
Yep.
And just outside, there's another Transformer.
Pose with your favorite figure.
Look how big he is.
He is huge.
And so we're just walking around now.
We're on our way to the E.T. ride, actually. But before that, we see all of these different, like Hollywood-style houses and buildings.
Yeah.
From, I think, what would be Los Angeles, Hollywood.
They're like facades.
Way back then, yep. They even had like stucco houses, old theaters, old stores, and shops.
This is Kid Zone.
Yep, so we're here entering and we're looking for the E.T. ride, which is one of the more original rides of the park. It's been around for some time. And they also now have a SpongeBob toy shop, Woody Woodpecker roller coaster.
So here is E.T. Adventure.
E.T. Adventure.
And so we were actually on bicycles. 4x4. So 4 bicycles in the back and 4 bicycles in the front.
And it's interesting because...
But we don't pedal.
The lines that they had, I guess, in the past were so extensive that their weight area here was so huge, divided by a lot of metal gates versus just rope. And when you get in, they give you a ticket to indicate your...
Oh yeah, the name.
Yeah,
because at the
name.
end, E.T. says your name.
Oh, spoiler. Again, no cameras during the
so
ride.
So we're back in the gift shop.
And the kids
they
didn't really know.
They didn't say my name.
No,
but they said Tristan and Mason. And they said your name too.
Oh, did they? I didn't hear my name.
Except it sounded like man.
Yeah, it sounds like E.T. Phone Home. But the kids had no reference to this movie.
No. So this is more kids area. I think there's a Woody Woodpecker roller coaster.
I wanted to go find the Curious George area because this is fairly new.
Oh,
and I guess these are catered to the more younger kids.
Yeah.
Or maybe I never went to them, but I've never really seen them. What's cool nowadays are all these parks have a special app on your phone, so you can actually check the maps and the wait times on your phone while you walk to each one. So you have
you can plan your strategy.
The route, exactly. So our strategy was really just to go around the pond here. There's a sort of like a center water area, and the rides are around it. So we're just going to make a counterclockwise maneuver until we reach the Harry Potter section.
So this is the Woody Woodpecker roller coaster.
That's cool.
The boys could have done that one.
I know, they didn't want to. I said, Hayden, you should do this.
I don't know what the wait time for that was.
It was 5 minutes.
Oh.
I know, it was so short.
Here's the Curious George.
It was cute. It was
good
just
for photos.
What's it called? Like a splash pad area.
And then you can stick your faces in there.
Cecily G the giraffe. I know her.
And the end.
Yep. So we're now trying to make our way back to the center part of the park.
I think we're going to the Simpsons next, right? Springfield?
Yep, and when we walk for days, for a full day like this, our steps actually go well above and beyond the 10,000
Oh, the steps?
Yeah, number of steps.
Yeah.
So it's quite good for that scenario.
Oh, and we thought this was DreamWorks. It was something, but there was nothing there.
Just posters.
So this is Springfield, the home of the Simpsons.
And it's cool because even early on, one of their early statues is the first mayor of Springfield.
There's the three-eyed fish.
Ah. And so
then
walking into it,
you can see a bumblebee guy.
It's fun and colorful.
You can see the donut,
I
lardo.
remember that reference.
Krusty Burger.
Krusty Burger.
You know Krusty Burger.
Yep.
Chief Wiggum's. The bar, Duff Beer.
That's right. So there's that statue of the...
I forget the name of this statue. Oh, there, Jebediah Springfield.
Yeah.
Moe's Tavern.
Moe's Tavern.
Duff Beer. Quickie Mart.
I didn't really go into the... Other than, of course, a ride would feed out into it.
I think we went into the Quickie Mart.
Oh, yeah, we
took a
did
look.
at the end, right?
Yep. So that's a ride, the alien, but we didn't do that one. And we thought this was the entrance, but it was the exit.
Yes.
Because we saw entrance, but it was really a pointing.
We saw Homer Simpson and we got excited, but it was really just a photo opportunity, a pick-up.
So we're going around to the entrance now. The entrance has a big Krusty the Clown face.
And the line wait, I believe here, if I remember, was 35 minutes. But usually I will set an alarm to count forward to when 35 minutes would have passed. And it usually includes the ride already once the alarm rings. So
this was a fun ride. It actually brings our... So we're all seated in one cart. And it brings it all the way up into the sky. And then you can see a whole bunch of different carts looking at the same screen while things are happening. And again, it jostles us around. But it's a good one. Again, no photography, so no
And I feel like a lot
spoilers.
of these rides, they anticipate, of course, the long lineups when they first open each ride in the park, that they have all these very extensive wait line
But
areas.
it's not as busy.
But
as
it's
they
not.
thought.
So, if you think about like the amount of space that they logistically preserve for each ride, it's almost too in excess, right? Like later on when a ride isn't as popular.
So this is
like
the
ET.
gift shop again.
Yep.
A lot of Simpsons. This is a cool shirt. It has the whole town on it.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's a nice
We
one.
didn't buy any souvenirs much
No.
in these areas. That's cool. What's that?
I think they're just figures. Keychains.
Ah. There was a cup that I saw that had like a Homer Simpson holding a donut, but the donut circle is like running through the mug itself.
This one here.
Yeah, that one. But when I look inside, it's kind of hard to clean
Yeah.
because it has this cylinder within it. So I'm like, how does this work?
And so now we are going...
To the Men in Black.
Oh, yes. So we're leaving
But
the
even
Simpsons
this
area.
area, The Simpsons, is pretty big. Like it keeps going. It has all these whimsical food that you would eat.
So here is Men in Black Alien Attack.
And we had to put our bags in lockers first.
Yes. A lot of these rides are not bag accessible, so you don't have to pay for the lockers except if you get the extra large locker, which Maria had her backpack, and so the backpack couldn't fit in the small locker. So it's what, $2 or $3?
Yeah, $2 for the large lockers, free for the small lockers.
Yeah.
And you get it for the duration of the ride.
Yeah.
So here we are in the Men in Black wait line, and they have again all these fun details for distractionists.
And a long line to get in.
Yeah, we don't know why, because it's really just a bucket ride again.
So this one was a shooting game though.
Oh, right.
And I got the high score for our cart.
I know. I don't know how that happened, because when it was warm up, I was doing so well.
Yeah.
And then up until there's a high score, I couldn't get any higher anymore.
I think there was a glitch.
Maybe. They made me all excited that I was ahead of the game
Yeah.
right off.
And so there's a bunch of different guns, laser guns here. And I don't know if it's like through the years of different eras that they have different guns. And even like the forget your memory thing.
Oh, yeah.
the laser.
I picture it being bigger, but
What, the gun?
yeah.
I think they're like regular size. And then on the wall, you'll see, I'm not sure what this is because it's supposed to be 1967, 1975, 1984. But I know those are like the class, like different years, but they're just like regular people in there.
Oh.
So I don't know what that was about.
Oh, weird. And then you come out and it is
The gift shop time.
the gift shop. And so Hayden, of course,
no
will say,
photography.
I want this, I want this. But I do remember riding the Alien Attack ride years ago.
Oh, you've
too.
done this one before. Okay. This was my first time.
But I wasn't sure what I was targeting anymore. Because
You're supposed to shoot the alien in the face.
I know, but you know, like when you had to practice first, there were actually physical targets.
Yeah.
And this time I kind of was just aiming nowhere.
Oh.
Their Alien Attack ride though had
Oh, they
these
had
anime.
Yeah, they had anime. So
That
are they
tricked
saying
us.
aliens are anime? Because a lot of anime
I
shirts
know
and
they should be angry by that.
yeah,
'Cause
even
are they?
figures.
But yeah, Tristan said they were slightly more expensive. So after the ride, we're gonna go and get our luggage first, and I'm going to go and try to pre-order our menu for the lunch at the dark part of Hogwarts.
Yeah, but that's gonna be in the next video.